well so far, and I must commend the magistrates court, the workers, the employees, the police officers, and everybody who has been doing their part to make sure that the system runs as smooth as possible in Rock Sound, Duluth Road. All right. And drama from the courts, I was there, so I saw some stuff. Clyde Duncombe, how are you doing? Good to see you. I was there. And I saw some of the stuff, and then some of the stuff was told to me. Now, I understand, we had a young lady, we had a lady in Rock Sound who passed away. She's a popular lady, well known to the community. And we understand there was a little dispute involving the family, and it resulted in a fight. Somebody snatched somebody's head, yanked them back, and sling them on the ground. And so the whole family ended up in court. And the magistrate had to tell them, you all go and fix this, get the situation sorted out, and deal with it. So they had all kind of scuffles going on. Some people ain't putting the next one name in the obituary. All kind of things was happening. It's fighting, doing all kind of things. But the magistrate tell them, you all get it together and have it together before the funeral. Why the police have to be to your funeral? So hopefully they got it together. I think the funeral was supposed to be today. I don't know if it was, but hopefully it was. And everybody did what they were supposed to do. And everybody behaved themselves. And I hear but no police action. And so, yeah, I'm guessing we were all good. Then there was a case from Graincastle that I got to hear. And in this particular case with Graincastle, I'll say this. Two gentlemen from Graincastle were scrapping over a piece of land. Okay? This has been going on for some time now. All of their cases were thrown out. Because Graincastle does not have a commonage. There's no commonage in Graincastle. Graincastle has a committee that tries to operate like a commonage, but they are not official. And so you may have land in Graincastle and believe that you have some legitimacy because of the committee, but you do not have any legitimacy. So now what the Graincastle committee can need to do is get with their member Parliament Clay Speaking and see if they can't get Clay to organize, because they're staunch PLPs in Graincastle. Get Clay to get your situation before the House of Assembly where they can make your commonage official by tabling it in the House of Assembly and making it a part of law. Graincastle has always been a PLP town. You are committed to the PLP. You will, you will live and die with the PLP. No matter what happens, the PLP is your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner. So use the PLP now to get your commonage straightened out, because right now, your commonage is not legitimate. You have no legitimate organization. I was in court today and saw it for myself. Not today, whatever day that was. I was in court Friday and saw it for myself, where the courts have said there's no legal commonage in Graincastle. Some other places that are claiming commonage don't have any legal commonages. And so you may think your documentation is legitimate because you're part of a commonage or somebody give you a receipt or something, when in actuality you have no legitimacy. None whatsoever. And I can say this without a shadow of a doubt. I was there when it was said in open court. All right? So Graincastle folks, I don't know what I can tell, what y'all can do. But for all y'all who think y'all legitimate, because y'all get the papers from the community, and y'all get the y'all got the documentation, y'all got the land. None of it, if you got it through the community, none of it is legitimate. If it is commonage, none of it is legitimate. And so you are in real trouble as it relates to the land. Those gentlemen were encouraged to try to, I guess, resolve their issues among themselves, and one satisfied with some, the next one satisfied with some. But Graincastle has no commonage by law. And nothing that the committee gives you is considered legitimate in the court. Nothing. I'm telling you. I was there. So no document that the committee gives you for Graincastle is legitimate. None. Whatever they give you, it ain't legitimate. It can't help you. If you think it can help you, I'm so sorry for you. Maybe it can help you with BPL and water and sewage. Maybe it can help you with the building people. It will not help you in the court. Take that from me. I saw it myself. Grand Castle has no legitimate commonage. So y'all gonna have to figure that one out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I think I just told you. Then I was there when the magistrate asked for a particular suspect. He asked for, they called the name of the gentleman. They said, we need this gentleman from Deep Creek, as a matter of fact. Said, we need this gentleman to appear before the court. We need him. So they said, was he notified for court? They said, yes, your worship, he was notified. The magistrate said, so why isn't he here? They said, a warrant of arrest was issued for him, your worship. He said, so if a warrant of arrest was issued, why is the man not here? They said, your worship, He said, well, listen, I ain't worried what the story is. Y'all go get this man and bring him to court. The officers start stumbling. He said, listen, use the police vehicle, go and get that man and bring him to my court and bring him now. They say, your worship, the police GP working because the battery dead. They said, I was in the back, like, They say the police truck is not working because the battery dead. So the magistrate say, hold on. So, you saying that's the only vehicle you'll have? I say, yes, your worship. Your worship is like, what? Because, listen, the truth of the matter is, well, thank God your worship came in a rental vehicle, because otherwise, if they had any other emergencies, they could not help or fix the situation because the police truck battery was dead. What an embarrassment, what a shame, what a disgrace, I don't know what to call it. How the hell you can come to court and tell the magistrate the police truck battery dead? I had to say, your worship, hold on, the car out. The car is on the, I can tell him something. I can tell him, whatever I tell him, I can't embarrass myself. But I mean, you know what the choice. So, Madam Commissioner of Police Shanta Knowles, you can need to send one next vehicle down here to Rock Sound, because I was in court the other day when they tell the magistrate the truck battery dead and they can't go for the suspect. I was right there. I see it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I didn't laugh too hard because I didn't want to get locked up. What you call the word? What's the word? I didn't want to get charged with contempt of court. A disaster, a complete and utter disaster. The truck battery dead. So that means if anybody, I would have said something to the magistrate. I'd say, your worship, the boss take the truck and he gone to the mechanic shop to do something. I say, your worship, he going to get some stew fish, and so we waiting for him to come from by Sammy's. But I can tell him the battery dead. No, sir. One truck. One. What a disaster. And I was right there to see it. Ain't nobody tell me. So if they think it's a leak, the leak come with the court. I was in the court when they tell the magistrate, your worship, that time there's mumbling, because they couldn't talk. Your worship, yes, he said, what's going on? The magistrate, like, what's up? Let me know what's going on. They say, your worship is the truck, your worship. So he say, what's with the truck? The battery dead. Woo! The police. Roxanne, I'm calling on Shanta Knowles personally. Shanta, in the name of Jesus, give Roxanne 2 vehicles, not 1. Because the magistrate called on them to go get some. He said, the magistrate said, call the team on the road. They look at him like, team on the road? I think magistrate Roll thought he was in Nassau. Well, he could just summon the team. No, magistrate. You in Elutra? Well, the one truck broke down, the battery dead, and ain't nobody checking. The magistrate said, well, I don't care. Use a private car, whatever. I don't care, y'all do it. Get that man to go and get him to court today. I didn't stay long enough to find out that they actually did get him to court. But yeah, that was a disaster. Take it from me. I saw it. I couldn't believe it. 2 vehicles, 2 vehicles? Tiffany, they ain't got no 2 vehicles. They have 1 vehicle, 1 truck. 1 truck, you hear me? They supposed to have 2. They have Yeah, but two vehicles. They have the truck and taxi 11. Listen to me. That was a disaster. Sheila Miller said if it was drugs or gun, they would have found the battery. Sheila, if that was drugs or gun, they would have pushed that truck to where it was gun. anyhow, it is what it is. All right. And then I got another report. Today from somebody who sent me a message. They said, "Good morning. I had put in for a police record like 4 weeks ago in Roxanne Police Station. So I called yesterday to check on it, and it's still not ready. So they said, check back in 2 weeks. So if they say check back in 2 weeks, that means it'll be 6 weeks. This person waiting on one police record. 1 full month and a half. The person said, but I need the police record to get a job. Say, what you think I can do about that? Say, or who can I call to see what's really going on? Say, it's been too long. From April 8th, I put in for it. It's now May 17th. They put in for that police record on April 8th. May 8th and gone. So that's a month. Because when you say April, it doesn't May to May, that's 1 month. May 17th, that's 5 weeks already. And they called yesterday, and the people say, call back in 2 more weeks. So that ain't gonna be 6 weeks, that'll be 7 weeks. This is a disaster. I tell the person, I say, you ain't got nobody, no family in Nassau. Because I know what else to tell you, because this is a disaster right here. So Roxanne, you can't have the truck broke down and the people can't get their police record. That is a disaster. Shanty Knowles, I don't know what you can do. You know Roxanne is your hometown. You can't have Roxanne looking bad like this. Broke down truck and no police record on time. You got to take 7 weeks to get 1 police record. That don't work like that. Shanty, you got to do better. I thought as the commissioner of police, and especially from Eleuthera, you'd have had Eleuthera tipped up. We falling apart, man. That's bad. All right? Let's get it together. Now, in Governor's Harbor, the people in Governor's Harbor have been calling me all week because they said the Haitians are celebrating Haitian Flag Day, and they're celebrating the event directly in the community behind, I think, the theater property down there in Governor's Harbor. I don't know if that's true because I haven't been down there to see nothing. All right? The persons are concerned because the event is being celebrated and not on the park, celebrated directly in the community. I don't agree with that. I have a problem with that. Haitians, come on, man. We got Haitians. First of all, you ain't in Haiti. You're in the Bahamas. So you got to abide by our rules and our regulations. And I don't feel that you should disrespect our people like that with whatever you're doing, you know. And the Haitians are taking over because we get into lots of days ago and we allow too much foolishness to go on in this country. Somebody sent me a photo of 1,000 Haitians piled up on the dock in Lower Bogue. That's on Tree Island Dock, waiting to go over to Harbor Island to work. 1,100 of them on 2 ferries. How are we supposed to make it? They taking over. In Palmetto Point, they say the Haitians are there 10-1. Not the legitimate Haitians, the illegitimate ones. They say you got one house there with 1,100 Haitians in it. They got one house in Tarpon Bay with a gang of Haitians in it. It's a whole disaster. And listen to me. These people come here, celebrate Haitian Flag Day, but don't celebrate independence. The Bahamas Flag Day, independence. You in the Bahamas. If you're born in the Bahamas, if you're born here, you're born here. You are Bahamian. I don't care where you're descended from. You are Bahamian if you're born here and you have Bahamian citizenship. You understand? But you don't get to come here, create this environment where we have to tolerate and celebrate you like that. And I'm not saying that to say that I have any issues with any other culture. I'm simply saying, while you enjoy your culture, when you in my country respect my culture, and respect my country, and respect my flag, and respect my people, and respect my place as the Bahamas. That's all what I'm saying. Don't come here and disrespect me. I ain't going to Haiti to disrespect you. You don't bring your bloody ball behind here to disrespect me. Treat me with respect in my country. Right is right. You understand what I'm saying to you? And some people may get offended, but I don't give a rat's backside. In the Bahamas first. So it's Bahamas flag. So when you raise the Haitian flag, the Bahamas flag should be on top in the Bahamas. And when we go to Haiti, and you raise the Haitian flag, the Bahamian flag should sit on the bottom. The Haitian flag on top, the Bahamian flag on the bottom. In the Bahamas, when you raise any other flag here, the Bahamas flag should be on top. How in the hell? How in the hell? We are a sovereign nation, and you come in here with your culture, your old bear, and whatever the hell else y'all is be doing to come to my country to celebrate your flag over mine. You got to be at your flipping mind. Get it together. You're in the Bahamas. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And I love my Haitian brothers and sisters. But we can do this right. And that's why it is important and critical that you don't vote for just anybody. Vote for people who can stand up for your rights as Bahamians in your country. Vote for people who have your interests, your best interests at heart. Vote for people who are going to stand up for your sovereignty in this country as an independent nation. Whether we independent or independent, this the Bahamas, this mine, and you can respect it. Stop indulging foolishness. We getting too comfortable now. And then upsetting the people in Governor's Harbor. You don't want to have the thing on the park. You want to have it in the middle of the neighborhood. People can't sleep. Sak passe, Nabule. You know, Nabule the hell out the neighborhood in the park. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it. Not in the residential neighborhood. Carry it on the park. And do it at a reasonable time too. Don't disrespect the people. Don't disrespect Bahamians. Don't disrespect Bahamians in our country. Yeah, we are passive people, and yeah, we just let some things slide, but some point we guys stand up. And where we don't stand up, your MP better bloody well stand up. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't care how much Haitian brave is. You can make sure, respect Bahamians in our country. It is what it is. Ain't knocking y'all. Put you in the Bahamas. Treat your place. Treat this place. Treat the people with respect. And who don't like that? Too bad. Much love to my Haitian people. God bless all of you. Bahamians, you gotta do better. That is what it is. I have been saying over and repeatedly that we have been failing our Bahamian people, especially in immigration, when we don't do what we're supposed to do. How is it? You got every other day you look inside the newspaper, hundreds of Haitians are able to apply for Bahamian citizenship. People who ain't born here, who have no rights here, who have no legitimacy, who have no legitimacy here, who have no significant contribution here. They just applying just because they could. They could walk in any passport office and get a passport faster than Bahamians. They could walk into national insurance, any other, and then get documents quicker than Bahamians. I mean, you have legitimate Bahamians can't get their documentations. And this will be doing. And the government still ain't fixing the situation, because how is it that persons are still allowed to apply for work permits for some of these people, and you can't prove to the government that you have some place for them to stay? And so when you ain't have no place for them to stay, or you got 1,100 Haitians living in one house, practicing homosexuality or raping one child, one female child, because that's what's going on in Governor's Harbor. That's what's going on in Governor's Harbor. You got 1,100 of them building all over. You got them all over the place, building on the road and in the bush and building on the beach and all that other stuff. You understand what I'm saying to you? You can't tell me you allowing these people to bring foreigners in here. You got, and then a lot of these companies are bringing in are hiring Haitians to do work that they're not prepared to pay Bahamians for. They're not prepared to pay full price for. And some of them, they know in their country, if they in the US, they pay top dollar for work to get done. They have to pay it. The Bahamas is no less. $100 on par with the Bahamian dollar, with the US dollar. Pay the Bahamians what they deserve. And I'm not saying if you need extra workers, something ain't gonna be worked out. I'm saying when you do get those extra workers, you're gonna have a system set up where they know where they're being accommodated, they're accommodated properly, and then when it's time for them to go, they go. Even in areas of professional offices, managers in different roles, they are bringing in people from all over the place when Bahamians are being ignored and tossed under the bus and mistreated. And our governments are allowing it to happen. Our leaders are allowing it to happen, selling themselves up. Some of them suckers even marrying these foreigners to help continue to rape the Bahamian people. See, What the fella name there? Chester Cooper. Just throw Albany under the bus for John Angler. Toss him under the bus. Toss him under the bus. And so now the workers at Albany still have to endure the suffering and endure the torture that they had from this same man who was hitting people in their head with spoon and doing all kind of foolishness and getting away with it. And immigration say he should not be here, and labor say he should not be here. And Chester say, who the hell y'all think y'all is? Well, Chester, I prayed for God to rake you out of office. I've been waiting for the people. I want God to move you. Move you for selling out the people. You're a disgrace and a shame. Nothing but a no good sellout. But God don't sleep and God don't slumber. Watch. It is what it is. When these people bring these foreigners in, you need to have regular inspections, regular systems, making sure that you check them out to make sure that they live in where they say they live. 2, they ain't building no dang shanty town. And 3, that they still working. Because if they ain't working, send them packing. Put them on the plane, on the boat. I don't care how you get them out there. Put them in a flipping wheelchair. Put them on a fishing boat. Get the hell out. You don't do your work, go home. You don't make enough money, go home. Why are you still here? And when people insist on having them here, make them pay more money. So if you insist on having these Haitians here because you refuse to hire Bahamians, then you will pay more money to have them here. So if you don't pay $2,000 or $4,000 for a work permit for the year, and you still insist on having him here, after 3 years, that goes up $5,000. And 4 years, $6,000. And 5 years, $7,000. Keep letting it go up until they stop doing it. Because you don't want them, if they want, keep one person here. Because here's the thing, when you keep one person here, you're giving them legitimacy in this place. And you don't want to do that. Because when you give them legitimacy, you're taking away from your own. I don't care if they have to bring somebody else. Let them bring somebody else. But then even that somebody else, because you put a system in place where they have to send them home at some point, they go home and they don't get no legitimacy here because that belongs to you and your children. That's who that belongs to, not them. Now, I know we got some Bahamians who really like some Asians now. Bahamian women. Bahamian women. The same percent who vote against the citizenship law. Some of them really like the Haitians. They got these Haitians slamming them like car door. And so, when the Haitians slam them and slam out all their sense, they can't think no more. Why? And so, it's putting us in a very precarious position. Bahamian men, you are under threat. You are under threat. You better go get some 21 gun salute. Get some 21 gun salutes and some Viagra and treat your women well. Spend money on them. Don't mind them getting slammed from these Haitians. These Haitians don't spend no money on them. They send their money back to Haiti. That's what they do. Don't mind them. Some of them, oh child, I love Haitian man. For one thing and one thing only. There's some of them can't even understand the Haitian man. Mommy and daddy, mama. When he say, mommy, they say, oh, daddy, give it to me, daddy. Oh, daddy. Acting like they ain't got no damn sense. You ain't used to no man. You ain't see some of them, the girl in Grand Bahama, somebody else. Her cousin got married to a Haitian using her name for a couple dollars. And when he didn't give you that $5,000, he didn't want you no more. Because he probably got his wife on whatever, somewhere in town. Hey, Brother William, man, good to see you. Huh? That time they hear, you all see the other day, he more than likely he have his wife somewhere else. She gone and she marry him. You got a couple of days done married to people with different name. All because you ain't got no sense. You're marrying, giving up your birthright, giving up your status, giving up your inheritance for a couple dollars. And who ain't giving it up for a couple dollars? Giving it up just to get slammed like a door. Ram! 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 I stop! I mean it! We gotta do better. We have to do better. And we know what's going on. If immigration ain't selling you out, I stop. If immigration ain't selling you out, you got one bad woman selling you out talking about she's marrying the man. That time you even didn't know the man. You can't speak English. Huh? Do you promise to love this woman and cherish her? And whatsoever? Ask him what she name. Mommy, she named Mommy. Because he can't call her name. He don't know no English. Nothing. And ask her what he named. She know what he named. John, Joseph, Isaac, Jeremiah, Tom, Paul. Come on, stop selling us out. Huh? Throw away your legitimacy. Throw away your heritage. Anyhow. And then one big vexed when the people celebrating Haitian Flag Day. Anyhow. You know what? Lord, I repent in the name of Jesus. Let's move on. So anyhow, I got a call from a parent, or a message from a parent, who told me how the bus driver, threw the kids off the school bus the other day. Say, leave them on the airport somewhere. And so the bus driver tell the children, listen, I don't even care if you all tell TMI, I put you all off. So the children's behaving badly on the bus. And say the bus driver demanded to know who was the child who made the screaming sound or whatever sound they made. And nobody would answer, so the bus driver said, all you all get off. I don't think she did the females, it's just the males, she put all off. Now, we got different stories, because somebody reached out to us and told us the way the parent is relating the story is not true. That's what was told to us. So the parent is relating the story, but the way the parent is relating the story, hold on one second. They say the way the parent is relating the story is not true. They say that's a track that we're for you. They say the bus driver did put the children off the bus, but they said the bus driver put the children off the bus at the school, not at the airport, as was reported to TMI. They said the bus driver put the children off the bus at the school. When the bus driver put the children off the bus at the school, it was because of the disturbance. So I don't know this. They said, and when they put them off the school, say school officials were actually on campus, and so they're saying that the information conveyed to the parents, whether it's the student who conveyed it, because the parent more than likely didn't see it themselves. They had to go based on what their child told them, possibly. They're saying that the information conveyed to the parents was likely not true. The children were not put off by the airport. They were put off at the school. Now, I'm going to say this. Two things I'm going to say. One, when these children go on this bus, parents, talk to your children and tell them to behave themselves. Because of a truth, a lot of these children don't behave themselves. I got another story from another child talking about the bus driver. As a matter of fact, I got that practically one behind the other. A child sent a message saying how the bus drivers be speeding and they be shaking all about in the bus and all that other stuff. The children should be properly seated on these buses. That's one. The bus drivers should be taking their time. Two, children must behave themselves on these buses. Now, three, I do not believe that bus drivers, and I say this emphatically, bus drivers ought not to let off children, I'm talking about on the islands now, anywhere. If you pick them up from the bus stop in Tappan Bay, if you pick them up from the bus stop in Deep Creek, drop them to the bus stop in Tappan Bay or Deep Creek or Greencastle or wherever. If you don't drop them there, then the next place you're dropping them is at the school. You ought not to drop them anywhere else other than if you decide to, let's just say you decide you ain't doing it, go by the police station. Carry the bus by the police station, drop them by the police station, and let the police call their parents and tell their parents what's been going on. But do not drop them anywhere random on the road, and simply because if something go wrong with one of them children, bus driver, dog eat your lunch and your breakfast and your dinner and your supper and everything you got. All right? That, as a matter of fact, that was how it was conveyed in the message anyway. So I'm not going to jump on the bus driver based on this story. I'm simply going to say let's exercise wisdom. Let's exercise caution. Let's be very careful. We don't want to put ourselves in any precarious situation with these people's children. It is what it is. All right? So we want to make sure we cover ourselves with that. We got to be careful of that. All right? All right. Now, let me see what else I got. So I ain't staying long on that. Then we got another one. So this person sent me a big long story about this parent in Governor's Harbor who went after the 6th grader at Emma Cooper Primary School. So the parent sent me the story telling me of an incident that occurred on Monday, May 12th, involving a student, where she says on Monday, May 12th, a young student at Emma Cooper Primary was cursed out by an adult parent about hitting a child. So this child hit her child. So the parent comes to school and cussed out the child rather than just addressing the matter with the principal's office. Says she called the child every name under the sun and then told him to go to the principal's office. So she cussed out the child and say, yeah, now that I cuss you out, you go to the principal's office. You know, no, that can't happen. And so parents ought to be careful about going on these school campuses, doing all kind of foolishness, making a mockery of the system, and creating situations that should not occur. So I understand the parent upset because they feel like the school didn't work with them. So it says, please talk about when the graveyard and Roxanne will be open. I'm glad you mentioned the graveyard and Roxanne. I can bring that up with something else. I can bring that up with the road, when I talk about the road contract, right? When I talk about the road contract, I can talk about that. Because I need to talk about that situation with the graveyard and Roxanne. But the graveyard and Roxanne is a hot mess. But let me, first, the parents do not go on the school compound cursing out students. Do not go on the school compound cursing out teachers. Go there, hear what everybody has to say, and then do what you have to do. But do not go up on these school compounds behaving like a jackass. These teachers are doing a very good job. Yeah, it is a struggle, but they are doing their best. Now, I'm not saying everybody's working as hard. Let's, though, give them the benefit of the doubt and allow them to work with our children. The service is pretty much free because it's almost like a free babysitting service. You don't have to be there for your children. In some countries, people have to educate their children by themselves. And so you have a system where the government is paying for your children to be educated. You understand what I'm saying? At a public school, don't get on the school compound acting like your head ain't good. All right? Then we have a crisis in Greencastle. In Greencastle, it appears the Ministry of Education and the Department of Social Services have turned a blind eye to some students not attending school. So anybody knows Social Services or Ministry of Education, tell them. They got some high school students that are not going to school, haven't been to school in 4 months. And then you got some primary school students who only appear to school once every month for the last couple of months. So they don't know what the hell happening. They don't know when school keep or when scholars attend. And so you have to pay attention to that. I know but no truancy officers, but we need to get something going where these parents are being dealt with who are keeping these children out of school. It cannot happen. And then, because when you keep these children out of school and they ain't getting no education, then they become a burden to society. They become a burden on people. They're doing all sorts of things. So no, we got to get this situation and this system fixed. We cannot have this way. All right? Cannot have it. Got to get it together. Cannot have it this way. And they tell me at least 4 students minimum are not attending school in Greencastle at all. 2 of them, they say, might go once every month. The other 2 don't go at all. They ain't been to school in 4 months. Greencastle also needs to take this under hand. And Greencastle, so find out who those kids are and deal with them. Thank you for the gift, Babalicious. Thank you for the gift. Deal with them. We have to be firm on this. We cannot take this for granted. Our children's education should not be taken for granted. All right? All right. Now, I don't know if you've been to the farm last week Saturday. That's last week Saturday. I don't know if you've been to the farm last week Saturday, but I was on the farm last week Saturday. I was on the farm and I had a wonderful time. Listen to me. We had every Bahamian artist you could name. I missed the Elton Timonette bit. The Elton Timonette bit, I did not get that, and I do apologize for that because I really wish I had recorded that. But the farm was off the chains. It was really good. The Legends concert was off the chains. And we want to commend the most phenomenal Lester and Quest for the work that he's doing in honoring our musicians, our artists, our performers, our entertainers, especially those old entertainers. Last Time Quest has done an amazing job. I got to see it firsthand. I got to see him giving recognition to legendary music artists in this country. And I think that it was high time, this is long overdue, that we have someone like him who is showing appreciation to music artists in this country. And so I want to commend Last Time Quest for the work that he's doing. I know there's supposed to be him and the Keep the Vibe Alive. I know he and Keep the Vibe Alive are going to be having another concert. I don't know when, but I know it's going to be soon, and it's going to be awesome. And I'm going to be listening for the information, and hopefully we'll get another ticket to give out to somebody. My friends from Cat Island, the Johnsons, they enjoyed themselves at that event after they won a round-trip ticket, hotel, and rental car to the Legends concert in Nassau. It was awesome. It was wonderful. It was great. It was lovely. KB, Funky D, Sweet Emily, Veronica Bishop, Lawrence Stroll, Simeon Outen. Listen to me. When I tell you that was lit, that was a concert. That was a concert of concerts. I had myself a wonderful time. I enjoyed it, and I look forward to another event like that. I'm going to be uploading some videos from that concert between tonight and tomorrow, so persons can see what they missed out on. It's going to be awesome. You're going to get to see it. I enjoyed it. And so again, we commend Lester and Quest not only for that, they are assisting people with the work that they're doing. So they're not just doing this, having content because they want to make money. They're not just honoring artists, but they assisted. They gave $10,000 away. $10,000. That's different from the ticket that my people won from Cat Island. They gave $5,000 to Veronica Bishop because she's dealing with some medical issues. They gave $5,000 to the family of Elon Moxie to assist with his funeral arrangements. And not only that, they're assisting with with various institutions. One of them being the disabled institution, the institution that deals with disabled people in this country. The Keep the Vibe Alive music group and Lester and Quest are literally assisting them with making money. They're getting ready to have a concert in October. I can be to that concert. It's going to be live. I can be to that concert. And when they start selling tickets, I can let you all know, because I can make sure that you all are able to purchase tickets first. You guys purchase tickets, and the broadcast only can be for those persons who can't make it. Don't think you can be able to sneak in and watch the broadcast. If the tickets ain't sell, I'm doing no live broadcast. So that's going to be an awesome event. That's going to be in October of this year. All right, let's move on. This story I want to talk to you about. It says, man jailed for sex with runaway teen. And this is written by Aticia Davis of the Nassau Guardian. It says a 26-year-old man had a sexual relationship with a teenage runaway who was staying with him. A 26-year-old man who had a sexual relationship with a teenage runaway who was staying with him was on Monday sentenced to 1 year in prison. Listen to this. It says Alex Simmons, who was unrepresented, received the sentence after he pleaded guilty to abduction of an unmarried teen at his arraignment before Assistant Chief Magistrate Carolyn Voigt Evans. So he's 26 years old. He's going to go and spend 1 year in jail for sleeping with this girl. It says after passing sentence, Voigt Evans told Simmons, the next time you see someone under 18, you will pass them by. This court is sending a clear message. It will not be tolerating the sexual abuse of children. It says the prosecutor Inspector Santiano Coakley told the court that the teenager ran away on February 14th, 2 days before her 17th birthday. The teen's mother told the police that she told her daughter to clean the kitchen and she refused. Instead of completing her chores, the teen went to her room and packed her belongings. So mommy tell her, clean the kitchen. And this disgusting little girl didn't do what her mommy told her. Instead, it says she went to her room and packed her belongings. It says she allegedly threw her mother out of a wheelchair. So her mother is in a wheelchair. And shoved her little sister across the room when they tried to stop her from leaving. Jesus Christ, my God. So this girl is a demonic little girl, because who would throw their mother who's sitting in a wheelchair on the ground? So she shoved her mother out of the wheelchair. And shoved and threw her mother out of the wheelchair and shoved her little sister across the room when they tried to assist her. Simmons told the magistrate that he was aware that the teen had an argument with her mother before she came to his home. He said that she had told him that her mother had hit her in the head with an iron. Her mother should have been beaten with an iron till now. It says while living together, the pair had sexual intercourse. The teen can legally consent to sex. However, she cannot move out without her guardian's permission. Simmons insisted that the minor told him that she was turning 18. He claimed she manipulated and lied to me. However, the magistrate reminded Simmons that he was the adult and he ought to have sent the child back home. What a disgrace. How are you going to... Listen to me. Listen. The little girl probably a little young, but ain't no way you can throw my mother out no wheelchair. And you can be even able to go to ain't nobody can be able to make no complaint about you, because that's how bad I can beat you. They can make a complaint about me. You throw my mother out the wheelchair. Say she throw her mother down, throw her out the wheelchair, fling her on the ground. You understand? The little sister tried to stop her. She pushed the sister out the way. But how you can throw me down on the ground? You understand? If she don't change her ways, if she don't get her act together, if she don't repent and apologize to her mother, she can die bad. She going bad. She can die like a dog in the road. Because there's no way you could mistreat your mother like that. That's bad. And just because your mother tell you clean the kitchen. And obviously it couldn't have been much of a fight because mommy in the wheelchair. So the girl pushed her mother, throw her mother out the wheelchair. How you feel? What kind of heart you got? What kind of hog you is? Huh? What kind of hog dog you is? There was another one who gone missing. When they had her missing picture out, she out there telling the people, say, if they don't take her picture down, she can sue them. Sweetie, you underage. Sue who? Who you gonna sue and you missing? Now, listen, them the kind you're supposed to be beating them, but they're supposed to get the cat o' nine tail. Because I don't understand that. These children stink and rude and disgusting. Not all of them. Some of them are pleasant. You understand what I'm saying to you? But you throw your mother out of a wheelchair on the ground. How you feel? What kind of hog you is? You say H? Hog. A H? Hog. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because how could you do something like that? Anyhow, it is what it is. It is what it is. Saudi Lutra, catch sense. Saudi Lutra, catch sense. You just had somebody ask about that graveyard in Roxanne. The graveyard in Roxanne should have been ready by now. But I've been telling Saudi Lutra and Roxanne and the rest of them that Clay Sweeten don't care about y'all. If Clay Sweeten didn't care about y'all, y'all graveyard would have been fixed. You understand? They busy playing games, trying to make money, trying to fill their pocket. They don't have y'all to study. You understand what I'm saying to you? And so, the graveyard in Roxanne, yellow ground is piled up. They put the bodies on top of one another and probably dig up some and rest them on the side while they bury some other set. Because, yeah, they ain't got no space in the yellow ground. But they have a brand new grave plot in Roxanne already cut. Clay them go on there and make sure that road was paved for the housing project in Roxanne with 5 houses. They made sure the people who they care about got sorted out. They make sure everything's straight. But that cemetery in Roxanne been under construction from that time, and Clay them even ain't bothered to look at it. If that don't tell y'all, Clay ain't concerned but y'all tell me what it is, because maybe I stupid. Because y'all can't tell me. You see the man ain't have you to study. You see the man don't care. You see the man ain't interested in you. You see the man ain't worrying about whether school keep our scholars attend when it comes to Roxanne, and y'all still farting around with him. Clay don't care about y'all. If Clay wanted that cemetery done, that would have been done. If he was interested in Roxanne getting sorted out, look at the housing project. And only because Holly was getting a house in there, he made sure that was straight. And a couple other PLPs who they were sorting up. Because those houses had already been sold. They was never for y'all. That was for entertainment purposes. That's part of their campaign. Because I bet you the people from Roxanne can't live in them. Because they can't afford it. You cannot afford those houses. And you're all up and down behind Clay doing foolishness. The other day when Clay them was celebrating them, they had a school bus of people they bring from North Eleuthera to come celebrate down there, or Central Eleuthera, I think Central Eleuthera, who they bring down there to celebrate that housing project, because the people from South wasn't kind. But y'all got to show him more than that. Election come in, tell him carry his backside. He don't care about y'all. He does not care about y'all. How long that cemetery was going on? How long? I tell you, they done gone into that new project and then build house, pave road, and that. And I tell you, the road wasn't paved for homecoming, and in no time flat, road was paved for them to open it. For them to open housing project. They paid that specifically, and that tells you that whatever these people want to do, they can do. If they care about you, they can sort you out, but they don't care about you. When will you wake up and get sense? They don't care about you. Clay Sweeten don't care about you. Clay don't care whether you live or die, whether you have some place to bury your loved one or not. It does not matter to him. He don't care about you. He never cared about you, and he will never care about you. Because if he did, after all the bloody well funerals he done attend in Roxanne, by now he would have done say, no sir, I gotta fix this situation. There's no way Roxanne ain't got no cemetery. I got to open this for them. That should tell you, he don't care about you. Clay done attend all kind of funerals in Roxanne, and not one time has he had the guts and the gall and the common sense and the kindness in his heart to say, you know what, it ain't right. If that don't tell you he don't care about you, I don't know what will. He attending your funerals and showing you he don't give a damn, and you still up and down behind him like a jackass. Why? And you all hate it when I speak these truths, but I have to speak them. And listen, Clay is a man. I's a man. Clay is a man. I's a man. If I do something wrong, I want y'all tell me. If I say something wrong, I want y'all tell me. Y'all stay with me in TMI. And I love it. And I try to do better. And sometimes I just ain't gonna do better because what you're saying ain't making no sense. But you voted for Clay. And Clay attending your funerals. With you. Right there pretending like he's sad with you. Watching you mourn. Susie died. Oh, Lord, Susie died. Oh, we gotta bury Susie. Watching you bury Susie, and the same graveyard that's overfull, ain't got no space in it. He right there with you. Watching you make a fool of yourself. Putting your poor relative on top of your mommy. Listen, y'all got menage a trois and all kind of trois going on in the yellow ground graveyard because you ain't got no space to bury nobody. And he ain't come to help you one time. Because he don't care. They just only go there, cut the bush down, because they want to pretend like they're doing something. Because leading up to it, they say, let's cut that bush down so them asses can think we're doing something for them. That's what they be saying. You think they really care about y'all? How you can come to my funeral? How you can come to my community? See me suffering. Tell me how you concerned. And still watch me go bury my relative in the same place where there is no space. When you have big space on the other side, fully prepared, all it needs to do be fenced off and lined off and sawed off however you all need to sort it out so that the people can bury their loved ones. How? How? Y'all better wake up. And then we got the situation with bomber striping. Bomber striping is a disaster. What the government did. Bomber striping has a lot of moving parts and components. That's why it's called Bahamas Striping Group of Companies. And they got a little boy in charge. And what they're doing is they're selling him like he's the biggest, the best entrepreneur this side of the hemisphere. Well, he is not. He's a patsy for them people who pour money into the company so that they can steal it for themselves. That's what governments are doing. Pour